Welcome to Pardon the Penetration. I am Jay.
And I'm T.
And I am back.
Congratulations. We missed you.
Congratulations. Okay, this weather, I know Florida doesn't have a winter, but the weather kind of took me out. This week, the digital exchange loses $137 million as a co-founder takes the password to his grave. Facebook pays teen to install VPN to spy on them. But what's new?
It's Facebook.
Hackers are passing around a megleak of 2.2 billion of records, and Home DNA Kit company says it is working with the feds.
Student loan company recently fought off 1 million attacks last year. Cyber attacks
in the U.S. Or?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep you on suspense.
Okay.
A popular point for hire company Webstresser recently had 250 people arrested in a UK raid, and there's a new Mac and Chrome cryptomining that's out there in the wild.
All right. Well, first one is digital exchange loses 137 million after co-founder or founder takes password to the grave.
Wow.
First of all, rest in peace.
Yes.
A crypto currency exchange in Canada, the founder, he has an encrypted laptop where they can't decrypt it,
right,
and he's the only one that had the password.
Wow.
So the widow, the also co-founder, and third parties are kind of left out to dry, right. And they even hired companies to try to decrypt the information, and nobody can do it. Wow. I feel like better security practice should have been taken. If there was some sort of separations of duties, why does the founder only have sole responsibility of this?
And all this access.
Exactly. So, and I believe, isn't that what key escrows are for? Right. So I think just better security practices should have been in place, but honestly, they could really just flip this and turn it into a competition. Whoever can decrypt.
You get X amount of this.
Yeah, pretty much.
That'd be interesting. That'd be a nice little competition.
I'm just trying to help now. But it's a weird situation.
Yeah, it is. Sad and weird.
Definitely better security practice probably would have helped, and at least let the wife know. She even have a hint to what the password could be.
137 million. She was not getting a hint from him.
Yikes.
So I won't keep in suspense any longer, but unfortunately, the student loan company was not in the United States. It's not Navient, Nelnet, Sallie Mae. Sorry. UK-based student loan company, actually called Student Loans Company, recently, I know it was weird at first reading that. Student Loans Company said they reported last financial year they held off about 1 million cyber attacks. Only 125 got through, and out of that 125, only one actually hit and did damage. It was actual. They got encrypted by malware, and it was Monero malware. So they encrypted their domain name, and they were trying to obviously use their site to mine cryptocurrency. So I thought it was pretty impressive that they were able, out of 1 million, to only have one incident. Unfortunately, you don't want to have that one incident, but fending off 1 million different attacks was pretty impressive.
Sounds like they kind of got their security on lock. I wonder what the statistics are for us, but you never hear anything about Sallie Mae getting breached. No. But no, you never know. Miracles do happen.
You keep praying on that one?
Oh my gosh. Am I? So, along with, trying to get payment, Facebook pays teens to install VPN that spies on them.
I'm not surprised.
That's sad.
I know it's sad. I'm not surprised.
So, since 2016, Facebook has been paying people between the ages of 13 to 35 $20 a month. They even ask users to screenshot their Amazon order history, and they masked these they're spying into, other apps. Like they even had an app that could, lock apps on the iPhone.
Okay.
Like you put a password on it, but it's really just tracking all of that data. And it got to the point where it can even tell when the phone is on and off.
Right.
One, I'm tired of reporting about Facebook doing some unethical stuff. I know recently they did hire like a new privacy team, so it's like it looks like they're taking proactive steps to to be better people.
Right.
But
keep having these mishaps happen.
Yeah, and they also violated Apple's privacy policy with that. So this has been removed from obviously the iOS store, but with this, you have to trust that certificate. So it's like, here you are asking these people to trust you, and then you're violating their privacy. Yeah, that's not cool. I hope Facebook will do better. If you know better, you do better.
Yes. So I thought it was pretty interesting. I didn't know that there's companies out there, obviously bad guys, that have what's called a basically point of attack website where I could pay you. I can say, hey, I want to take down, this. I want to do a DDoS attack against X, Y, and Z company. I'll reach out, go on this website, I donate, pay my money, and then you, for hire, will go ahead and DDoS it right when it happens. So local company Webstresser had 250 employees, 250 users arrested in a UK breakdown. They were doing a shakedown it's called Operation Power Off, sweeping around US and UK and everything, where they're trying to get rid of these what's called booster services. And these booster services are basically these point of attack DDoS attacks that people can hire online. So they had at one point 150,000 users, and out of those users, they did about 4 million attacks in about 2 years, which I thought, that's insane. There's a market for almost anything nowadays.
That's a smart hustle, man. Like, I know how to do a DDoS attack. All you gotta do is donate or, pay a certain amount. Boom.
And some of my registered users are just gonna go ahead and just do this for you, launch in matters of seconds.
Imagine if I know when you about to release your hottest product and I don't like you.
Right.
All I gotta do is wait for you, then boom, DDoS attack. Ain't no release.
Sounds like Nicki and Cardi.
That's petty. That is very petty. But that's an interesting little business there.
Yeah.
What were the repercussions for that?
They went ahead. They're starting to break down now. They just arrested them, but the sweep down for this Operation Power Off has been going on for a while now. One guy he was 34. He got about 10 years sentenced in the U.S.
Just for denial of service?
Yeah, it was another
distributed denial of service.
It was for healthcare. He actually attacked the healthcare, got 10 years for that. But the interesting thing is the Netherlands they took a different approach for this. For younger violators, first-time offenders, they're actually between the ages of 12 and 23. They're actually putting them kind of in a deterrent program afterwards, where it's called hack_right, and they're having them intern and do some better stuff with IT companies just to try and deter them from the hacker path.
So they think that them getting an internship is going to stop them from hacking. Like, I feel like we have to give kids more credit. Like, They know what they're doing.
They do know what they're doing.
So, I mean, I guess can they put it on their resume?
Probably can. When it comes up, they'll be like, well, hey, I got arrested for this, but I did this in service. Think about it. Kid end up facing 10, 20 years. May get him to rethink. You never know.
Highly doubt it. So speaking of hackers are passing around a megaleak of 2.2 billion records.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of records.
That's a lot of records.
Yeah. So it sounds like a lot. Then you think. So this is how they have all those records. It's from old breaches such as like the LinkedIn, Dropbox.
Okay.
So the credentials are valid and they represent passwords from like all leaks, but what happened is the data might have been for sale, and then I don't know, somebody might be doing this out of spite. They started to torrent it.
Okay.
And the README file specifically says, please see it as long as possible.
Oh wow.
So if you would like to, make sure that your information hasn't been, breached, you can check out a website, Have I Been Pwned? It is HAVEI, B as in boy, EENPWNED.com. Have I Been Pwned? One of the companies that was a part of the records information includes like LinkedIn. I know LinkedIn sent me an email forcing me to actually change my password. Right. So for the most part, everybody should have changed their password from these breaches, but just double check to be sure. And utilize password managers. Do you use a password manager?
I have one.
What's a password manager?
Not gonna tell you, but they're pretty reputable.
Yeah, some password managers even create passwords for you.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Apart from those crappy web pages that don't let you copy and paste the password, that kind of defeats the purpose. Just so you know. But utilize a password manager, and obviously, don't use the same passwords for everything.
Yeah, try not to. Don't make it anything dog, cat, anything that people can find out about you. One thing I like about my password manager is once you put it in, because you can create it anywhere, it'll automatically ask you when you type in password if you want to add it, but it'll rate the strength of your password, which I think is pretty.
That sounds like a pretty famous password manager.
Sounds like the one you have.
That I do not use.
Trying to get information out of me, I'm not gonna give it to you.
All right, man. I will keep trying to breach and penetrate that information.
Won't be happening. So speaking of, different extensions, different things you can use, there's actually Mac and Chrome are going through a new malware that's going out there in the wild. They haven't said how. It's in the wild. It actually is an offshoot of the OXX Darth Miner crypto miner that was out there, but it had a little bit more capabilities. This one, they haven't really named it yet. They haven't really said how it happens, but from the observations, it takes session cookies and everything to try and connect to cryptocurrency exchange and digital wallets. So it's out there stealing passwords, usernames, anything that it can try and stitch together to create some type of session to authenticate to reach these cryptocurrency exchanges.
So they basically came back with like a vengeance.
Yeah, they came back with a vengeance.
All right.
Apparently it's hitting hard this time.
So how do we protect ourselves, Trent? Like, how do you protect yourself from that? Do we do an update? Is there a patch? Patch all things. That's always the answer. Yeah.
Have you run your Windows updates lately? No, but nothing's came out yet. Seems like they just found it. So I suspect Chrome and OS X will have something out soon.
But I need to protect myself like right now. I need answers.
Pray.
Okay. We go pray for Chrome, y'all. We'll pray for Chrome. It is Black History Month.
It is.
Do you know your roots? Do you know where you came from?
I know it's somewhere in Africa. That's all I know. Don't know exactly where in Africa. I would like to find out one day. I'm thinking about doing one of those 23andMe's.
When I saw that commercial and they was like, oh my God, this is such a great gift that you give a family member. You're that family member.
Yeah, I'll be that family member. Now you know to give me for Christmas.
Well, the feds have your information, okay? The feds got your information.
Good thing I'm clean.
Home DNA Kit Company says that it is working with the FBI. It has been giving the FBI access to the information. This is the first private company to admit that they are actually giving the FBI information. They are actually the company that's responsible for helping the FBI find like a serial killer. I want to say the Golden State Killer.
Oh, the Golden
murderer. Yes, I believe that that's who this company helped the FBI find. They recently changed their terms and policies. Now there's an opt-out option. The only thing with the opt-out option is you won't be able to, find out who your possible relatives are.
Which is one of those biggest draws of trying to connect lost relatives.
Look, that DNA stuff is messy.
Seems like it, yeah.
Granddaddy got a whole family that you didn't even know about, and 23andMe just told you. All right, so Papa was rolling, stole, and tried to keep it a secret. DNA's been messed the family up. I feel like I know for sure this is definitely not the only company.
No, it can't be.
That is doing this. So it's just another thing of like playing on people's, emotions. Like people want to know where they come from, what their heritage is, and then boom, the feds got your information.
And they're using it for who knows what. They say they're using it for something, but
well, now with the terms and policies updated, the FBI does have to have some sort of subpoena or search warrant in order to search their database. But I don't know. I mean, what do the feds not have access to?
Access to everything. Pretty
much. So that is all I have for this week.
Yeah. Any church announcements?
Yes, the Diana Initiative, their call for papers is now open. If you've ever wanted to give a talk, go ahead, shoot your shot. This is your year. Not my year, not that bold yet. But their call for papers is now open, and that is the Diana Initiative. That takes place the same time as DEF CON, is like a sub-conference under DEF CON. And also, I purchased a book last week called The Tribe of Hackers. It is written...
Sounds interesting.
Yes, there's people of color in it. There's women in it that are hackers, and they're giving, career advice, life advice.
Oh, that's good.
So it's written by Marcus Carey and Jennifer Jin.
Okay.
You can purchase it on Amazon. It is called Tribe of Hackers. You can purchase it on Amazon for $20, and proceeds go to charity. And there's also a free ebook and Kindle version.
Okay. I was just about to ask you to borrow yours, but since it's going to charity, I'll make sure to support.
Go ahead and support. All right. We appreciate you. That's it.
Yeah, that's all I have for church announcements.
I'm Jay.
And I'm T.
And this has been Part of the Penetration.